Trapezoid is under the family of quadrilaterals, which has a one pair of parallel sides. First, on isosceles trapezoid. Isosceles trapezoid has three main definitions. The first definition, it tells us that base angles are congruent. Angle B and angle D in these examples are congruent to each other, as well as angle A and angle C. Diagonals are congruent. That will mean segment AD is congruent to segment CB. And lastly, the last definition, median of an isosceles trapezoid is half the sum of the bases. For this definition, we will tackle more about this later. Let us focus first on definition number 1. Let us apply this definition in solving for the missing angle. In this example, we have a given of angle B and angle D, which has these measurements. Our goal is to find its actual measurement. Based from the definition, the base angles are congruent, so we can assume that angle B is equal to angle D. For the next step, we need to substitute the given. So angle B measures 2x plus 5, while angle D measures 7x minus 10. For the next step, we need to regroup the terms. We need to regroup all the terms which has a variable in one side and all the terms which doesn't have a variable on the other side. So the first thing we need to regroup are the terms which has a variable. In this example, the terms which has a variable are 2x and 7x. Okay? Next, we need to transpose one of this term. So I'll give you an advice. The thing or the term that you need to transpose is the variable which has a lower value. Between 2x and 7x, 2x has a lower value. That will mean 2x will be transposed on the other side. 7x will be bring down on the side kung nasan man siya. So 7x will be bring down here. And then 2x will be transposed on the other side. So from positive 2x, this will become negative 2x. The rest of the terms will be transposed on the empty side, which is this part. That will mean 5 will be bring down here, and then negative 10 will become positive 10. For the next step, we can now combine the terms. So 5 plus 10 is 15. 7x minus 2x is equal to 5x. For the next step, you're already familiar on this part. We need to divide both sides by 5 so that we can get the value of x. 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. Okay, this is not yet the final answer because we need to solve for the actual measurement of B and D. Let us try to solve first angle B. Angle B measures 2x plus 5. Substitute the given. So 2. The value of x based from what we solved a while ago is equal to 3. And then bring down plus 5. And then continue answering. 2 times 3 is 6. Bring down plus 5. That means angle B is equal to 11. Assuming that we apply definition number 1, base angles are congruent, angle D is also equal to 11. By checking, let us substitute the given, 7x minus 10. Substitute the value of x that we solved a while ago, it is equal to 3. And then continue copying the rest of the terms. Continue solving, get the product of 7 and 3, so we have 21, and then bring down minus 10. By checking, 21 minus 10 is equal to 11. So we can now prove that definition number 1, base angles are congruent. Even without solving the second equation, we can get the value of the second angle. Another example. This time, let us solve for the bases above. So this time, angle A is equal to angle C. Okay, and then substitute the given. So we have x plus 15 for angle A, while for angle C, we have 4x minus 3. So let's apply what you learned a while ago. let us first regroup the terms which has a variable x, and for x, the lower value is x. We need to transpose it on the other side. Bring down for x. Positive x, when transposed, will become negative x. The rest of the term will be transposed here. Bring down positive 15, and then negative 3 will be transposed. This will become positive 3. For the next step, let us combine the similar terms. 15 plus 3 is 18, while 4x minus x is 3x. To get the value of x, let us divide both sides by 3. That will mean the value of x is 6. As what I said a while ago, this is not yet the final answer. This is just the value of x that will be substituted to our answer here. So our goal is to find for the value of angle A and angle C. So first, copy the given x plus 15 for angle A, and then substitute the value of x that we solved a while ago. So the value of x is 6 plus 15, and the sum is 21. That would mean the measurement of angle A is 21 degrees. By applying definition number 1, as what I said a while ago, angle C is also equal to 21 degrees without solving. Now, if you want to make sure with your answer, let us substitute it from the given. So 4 times x minus 3, and then substitute the value of x, which is 6. Get the product of these two numbers. 4 times 6 is 24, minus 3 is equal to 21 degrees. That is for example number 2. For this part, let us talk about definition number 2. As a recap, definition number 2 tells us that diagonals of an isosceles trapezoid are congruent. Okay. For this example, our goal is to find the measurement of segment BC and segment AD by applying the definition. For the solution, so we can assume that segment AD is equal to segment BC. For the next step, let us substitute the measurement of each segment. For segment AD, this measures 6x plus 25, while for segment BC, this measures 8x plus 19. Okay, for the next step, let us regroup the terms. So 8x will be bring down on this part, and then 6x will be transposed. This will become negative 6x. The remaining terms will be written on this side. That would mean 25 will be bring down with the same sign, while positive 19 will become negative 19. For the next step, let us now combine the similar terms. So 25 minus 19 is 6, while 8x minus 6x is equal to 2x. To get the value of x, let us now divide both sides by 2, which leads to an answer of 3. As what I said a while ago, this is not yet the final answer. Let us now substitute the value of x, which is 3, on both equations. So for segment BC, this measures 8x plus 19. Substitute the value of x, which is equal to 3. The one that we solved a while ago, plus 19. And 8 times 3 is 24, plus 19, which is equal to 43 units. That would mean, based from the definition number 2, if we will apply it on this example, we can assume that segment AD is also equal to 43 units. Another example. So, same as it goes with this example, we can assume that segment AD is also equal to segment BC. Let us now substitute the given. So segment AD measures 2x plus 21, while segment BC is equal to 5x plus 12. Okay, let us now transpose. So 5x minus 2x on this side, while on this side we have 21 minus 12. Let us now combine the similar terms. So 21 minus 12 is equal to 9, while 5x minus 2x is equal to 3x. Let us now divide both sides by 3. That would mean the value of x is equal to 3. Okay, let us now substitute this value of x to our equation. For segment BC, this is equal to 5x plus 12. Substituting the value of x that we solved a while ago, this is equal to 3. And then get the product. So 5 times 3 is 15 plus 12. That would mean the measurement of segment BC is equal to 27 units. Okay, by applying definition number 2, we can assume that segment AD is also equal to 27 units. Okay. For the last definition, it tells us about the median of an isosceles trapezoid is half the sum of the bases. Okay, let us have a recap first with the parts of the isosceles trapezoid. So, an isosceles trapezoid has two bases, the upper base and the lower base, and the median. Median, the formula of median in finding for the median is the measurement of the base above plus the measurement of base below divided by 2. So, this formula is constant. Okay, so let us now apply this formula to our given. So the direction is solve for the missing side. Our goal is to solve for the measurement of side AC, the upper base, and segment MG, which is our median. Let us now apply the formula. Median, the median in this figure is MG, while the base above it is AC, while the base below is BD. Okay, so for median, we have MG. And then the base above, we have AC. Base below, we have BD. All over 2. Let us now substitute the given. For MG, we have 6x. For AC, we have 4x plus 7. And then, use this operation. This is constant addition. And then for BD, we have 3x plus 8. All over 2. For the next step, we need to eliminate 2 from the equation by cross multiplication. So that will mean 2 will be written here. And then copy the rest. Sorry for this part. As what I said, we need to copy the rest. So we have 6x. And then okay, after cross multiplying 2 on the other side, let us now get the product of 2 and 6x. This is equal to 12x. And then copy the rest. You may copy the rest, or you may now combine all the similar terms. Okay, so that you will not be confused. Let us just copy the rest for a while. For the meantime pala. Okay, and this will be the next step. We can now combine all the similar terms. So we can combine all the terms which has a variable and all the terms which doesn't have a variable. Let us first combine all the terms which has a variable. So which is 4x and 3x. If you will combine positive 4x and positive 3x, this will become 7x. And then we can also combine positive 7 and positive 8. So if you will combine these two numbers, this will become positive 15. For the next step, we need to combine 12x and 7x, but the problem is one of the term is on the other side. So we need to transpose it on the other side. We can apply the concept that I told you a while ago. We can transpose the term which has lower in value. Between 12x and 7x, 7x has the lower value, so 7x will be transposed on the other side, which is the side of 12x. 12x will not be transposed, rather, bababa lang siya, Well, 7x from positive, this will become negative 7x. Is equal to, copy this one, positive 15. Notice that 15 didn't change the sign kasi di naman siya nilipat. Now, you may combine 12x and 7x. So the difference of these two terms is 5x. Is equal to 15, and you already know this part. By dividing both sides by 5, we can get the value of x, which is equal to 3. Okay? Just like our examples a while ago, this is not yet the final answer. This is not the value, the measurement of AC, nor the value of mg. We can now substitute the value of x with the given. For AC, it has a measurement of 4x plus 7. We can now substitute the value of x that we got or that we solved a while ago. For the value of x, we have 3. Okay, and then get the product. So the product of 4 and 3 is 12. And then continue, plus 7, which is the sum of these two numbers, which is equal to 19. That will mean the measurement of AC is 19 units. Now, based from the flow of our discussion a while ago, we can assume that the other measurement is equal to the measurement that we solved, right? But for this definition, it is not clearly told that the measurement of one part is also equal to the measurement of the other. So we cannot assume that mg is also equal to 19. So we must manually solve for the measurement of mg as well. For mg, the given is equal to 6x. And then substitute. So 6 times the measurement of x, or the value of x, which is equal to 3. And then get the product. So 6 times 3 is 18. That will mean the measurement of mg is equal to 18 units. Notice that the measurement of the two is not equal to each other because definition number 3 is not all about the congruency of or equal parts. Let us have another example. So this time, we need to solve for the measurement of AC and BD. Both missing are the bases. Okay, for the solution, so median, it is also mg. Base above is AC, base below is BD. All over 2. Notice that it is always equal to over 2 because the formula is always constant to over 2. And then substitute the value. mg this time is equal to 5x. AC is equal to 5x minus 2, while BD is equal to 3x plus 14. Notice that the operation to be used is always equal to addition. Okay? And then don't forget the denominator, which is all over 2. If you are still familiar with the next step, we need to cross multiply 2 so that this will be removed from this solution. By cross multiplication, 2 will be written on the other side of our equation, and then the rest will be copied. For the next step, we can now get the product of 2 and 5x, which is equal to 10x. You may now copy this one, or you may proceed to combining the similar terms. For me, I'll just copy this one for the meantime. Now, for the next step, we can now combine the similar terms. 5x and 3x can be combined. This is equal to 8x. Negative 2 and positive 14 can be combined as well. Observe that 2 has a sign of negative. Please consider the sign before combining the terms. Since these two terms is opposite to each other, the rule is you need to subtract these two terms. So if you will subtract 2 and 14 as a review, you will have an answer of 12. And you need to copy the sign of the larger number, which is 14, and the sign is positive. For the next step, you're already familiar in this part. You may now transpose the term which has lower in value, which is 8x. Bring down 10x, 8x will become negative, and then bring down positive 12. You may now combine these two terms, 10x and 8x, so the difference is 2x. And then copy the remaining term. To solve for the value of x, you need to divide both sides by 2. That will mean the value of our x in this example is 12 over 2 or equal to 6. As what I'm always saying, this is not yet the final answer. You may now substitute our answer to our given. Since we are finding for AC, the value of AC based from the figure is equal to 5x minus 2. And then substitute the value of x, which is equal to 6. And then evaluate. The product of 5 and 6 is equal to 30. And then continue, minus 2. So 30 minus 2, the difference is 28. Tayo magsulat. Dito na lang. So 30 minus 2, 28 units. As what I explained a while ago, we cannot assume that BD is also equal to 28 units. It's because definition number 3 is not all about congruency or equaling the sides, right? For BD, we must manually get the measurement of this one by substituting also the value of x from the given. So BD is equal to 3x plus 14. Substitute the value of x. This is equal to 6. And then evaluate. So 3 times 6 is 18 plus 14. This is equal to 32 units. So that is for definition number 3. That ends our discussion for this week. If you have some question, kindly ask it now.